Okay, so today's little job, which I've been needing to do for ages, is to change this one. It's probably been my fault, I'm not too sure, but I'm taking this one out. I've put it all through the floor. I'll show you when I get it out. It's bolted in. It's in a turret. I'll show you what that means as well if you're not too sure. So we're going to get him out and we're going to replace him with a slightly larger one. I didn't realize it was that big. But anyway, so this is a 5 kilowatt. I've got one the same size in the gym, which well, I don't know if you've seen them, but if you're new to the channel, if you go back a bit, I've got quite a few of these. So I've got about 5. And I've got one and it's been going for about 5 years and it's still going strong. It's a slightly bigger model, but it's only a 2 kilowatt. This is a 5 kilowatt, the same size. Weird that. This is a 2 kilowatt. And I've had nothing but trouble with it. And it keeps smoking and smoking and smoking anyway. So I've just come to it now, and it could be partly my fault. It depends on the bend on the exhaust. You don't want them too acute. So I'm going to alter that, but I'll show you what I found. I've just tapped the exhaust and all that's come out, and there's a lot of it. You know, that's quite a bit. So this thing is absolutely furred up. So I'll probably strip it, clean it. It'll probably be all right as a spare, but for now I'm going to swap it, and I'm going to make sure that this pipe is at more of a, what can we say, because it was up there. So I'm going to clean that, and then I'm going to put the pipe, I don't know, I'll decide later, but it won't be such an acute angle. Right, okay, so without gassing on too much, I'm going to pull this one out and I'll show you when I've got it out. So I've got to force this up because it's been glued down with gasket glue, so they won't get it. So if there is a leak outside, nothing at all comes inside, at all, nothing. I've even got the detectors, the smoke detectors, and the other one, what is it, CO2 detector and everything. So right. Okay, so you can see that I've sealed it. I think I broke the wood a little bit, but I will patch that, that's no problem. Just going to get it out now. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, made a bit of a mess, but nothing I can't put right. And also, this is the unit. And this is the turret. So this is like a 30mm turret, and this sits in the floor. So you imagine it goes inside here and touches this metal, and I seal around there. And there, and that stops any coming in. So undo that, and then we'll see what's inside. Okay, so I've undone that one. That's got to come off. This is your fuel line, that's got to come off. I've undone all them. This is seized on, so it tells me, look at this, there's even a hole in the exhaust. Look at that. Okay, a little bit WD on that one, and I'll have a look down here. I want to see how much soot's in there. Okay, there's your problem. Sooted up to hell. Let's have a look how sooty it is. Sooty. Look at that. Okie doke. Not good. Okay, so I'm fitting the exhaust one on now using a spanner. It's the only way you can do it properly. It doesn't go right to the floor, it just sits above, just slightly up by about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, then I'll put the inlet, which is the fresh air, and then the fuel. Next I want the fuel line on with this adapter, with this piece of rubber tube, but I want both screws facing the same way so I can get to them underneath. So it's a bit essential, that one. Okay, so done. All the 4 bolts are tightened down. I did them in crisscross, so make sure it's an even fit. It also fits against the rubber here, so there's no way the gas is going to get back into your vehicle at all. I find a nice piece of tube now spare to put in there, so I haven't got to crumble up underneath. And I'm going to put the inlet, the fresh air inlet, in now. I've got quite a few spares, so I think I'm going to change this for a longer piece. There's some new Juby clips that fit better, and that's the new one as well. Okay, so new fuel line, new clips, new air inductor pipe, new Juby clip, using a 7mm spanner for all these, and that's 10mm. And I use a long socket, which you get cheap from Amazon. They cost about £6 for a whole set of, I think it's 8 or 10 of them. Well worth it. Okay, slightly bigger, but back in place. I'm going to repair that, but that's no problem. Bit of a bugger getting those cables down underneath. Okay, fitted. I'm going to use the original control panel, which is not the original for that one. This is my original one with the 2 kilowatt one. And let me just show you underneath. I've not put the exhaust up yet. I have done, 2 seconds, you can see that. So I've redone the pipes. This is the old pipe that goes into the new bit. That's into the fuel pump. This is from the tank. And that goes into the fuel pump, out through, down, through the chassis, back through again, and then into the heater. You can see that anyway. So I'll tie all this up and make it look tidy, but first of all I'm going to test it. Just make sure that fuel line is away. That's essential. Okay, so I'll strap it to, like we did before, using these tie wraps. Alright, it's time for a test. So we got all that carbon out of the old one. Spanners. And some more carbon out of that one. Battery connected. Let's have a quick. Yeah, it's on. So let's fire it up. Waste time worrying about it. Can't see that very well. So conclusion, this does not work with that. It has to work with its own. I've just fired it up and it didn't get hot because I think it needs priming, so I'm going to try again. See what happens. 3. It's a bit awkward to want to operate this one, to be honest with you. Not too sure what it means. Okay, see what happens with that. Okay, so it's saying pump. $29 fan. Now it's firing up. Pump fuel. A bit of smoke there. Quite a bit of smoke. It needs clearing, I think. Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know, smoking like a good one. It's getting hot, extremely hot, but smoking, look at that. Okay, I'm going to put a piece of metal behind, so I've got the wheel arch is too close, so I'm going to have to cut that away. Can you see that? So that's hot now, that's nothing. And especially a day like today, I don't need it, but we've still got a little, this is clearing up, look. I'll let that run for a bit. This is working, that's better. That's almost clear, look. There's a little bit. So conclusion is, yes, you can use the original wiring for a 5 kilowatt heater to a 2 kilowatt heater, but the control panel is not the same. You have to use the one that, well, then I presume you have to use the one that came with the device. It depends. Other devices maybe work differently. Whatever. So conclusion is I needed a new heater. I put a 5 kilowatt in instead of a 2 kilowatt. It fits, everything fits standard. It's a little bit tight at the back end here, but it's nice and hot, so I'll be nice and warm in the winter. Hopefully that's cleared up the smoke. It's a tiny bit. That's pretty, I'm not worried about that. So yeah, altogether, chuffed. But a big job. And also, anybody wants advice, put this on the other side. Not your door side. I just thought it'd be easy, but it wasn't. Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and a like, that would be great, and we'll catch you in the next one.